Okay, it's the 14th of March. It's Thursday. Just wanted to say I posted a single picture yesterday, and I just said all I said in the picture is there's still hope for the people west of I-95. I didn't say I was predicting it. I didn't say feet, blizzard. I don't know what else I read. Um, People just like to. I don't know. This society anymore just likes to badmouth people. They feel they can go on the internet and say whatever they want and get away with it. I look at some of the comments. I don't care if they're constructive, but when you start bemoaning me and the website, I delete you. And so it's my choice. Again, I'm doing it as a service for people. And again, it takes 4 to 5 hours a day. I'm 67 years old. I'm one person. And you just feel like, okay, I'll pick on this guy. And because I asked for a few dollars to keep what the maps paid for, it's like, I, I hate to ask, but I'm not rich, so what am I supposed to do? So I got to ask. So that's my ramble for today. Anyway, let's get to the weather because there's snow out there coming, and I can't help it. You don't want it; it's coming. Me, I like spring. I like when the weather warms up. I feel more energized, but we got to go through this yet because we're actually going into a colder pattern, especially in mountainous areas in northern PA and northern Jersey. It's not over. But here's what today was at. It was a beautiful day, 70s all over the place. As we move into the nighttime hours, you'll notice it cools off a lot at night. Um, it was 36 degrees, I think, here this morning, and after being 72 yesterday. So it literally cut itself in half overnight. Now, this is tomorrow afternoon. You can see no 70s. Maybe down by Philly, you're about 60, but everybody else is in the 40s and the 50s as we have cloud cover and some showers. And then that cold air comes in, and behind it, as we come in the Saturday morning, we have the higher elevations could be at freezing or a little below. Everybody else gets into the 30s at night. And as we get into Saturday during the day, because I know people have parades and stuff going on, we're in the 50s that during the daytime hours. Precipitation on Saturday during the day, you can see we're good. There's some showers to the north that are going to probably stay to the north until they drop down. But this is 8 o'clock in the evening Saturday night, and I think most parades are over with by then and this front will drop down. There could be a couple downpours with it as it comes through overnight on Saturday into Sunday. But if you're into parades on Sunday, the only thing you got to worry about might be a little bit flurries to the north. That would be about it. Temperatures at that time, let's see, we can make this work. Temperatures at that time, you can see 40s to the north. Still, the I-95 is warm, and I think that's going to be the thing. You guys are in your 50s for cold. Temperatures right now, down 40s and 50s north of it. That is Sunday afternoon. As we get into Sunday night, or Sunday night now, this is morning hour, around 7 a.m. You can see most of the state is at freezing or below, mid 20s in some areas. Philadelphia, again, I-95, you're warmed up. North Jersey, you're below freezing. And then as we get into Monday during the day, some areas don't get above freezing on Monday during the day, and there will be some flurries off the lakes. And then southeast, you're into the 40s, which are not too bad, but it's chilly. It shouldn't be in the 40s. It should be warmer than that now, so we're below normal. And again, this is Monday afternoon. Some flurries and snow showers coming across. See it? This is towards around supper time, and then they kind of delete and go out of the way and then maybe there's a few overnight. This is Tuesday morning now, around 7 o'clock, and then your temperatures at that point in time, um, cold, very cold, all below freezing, all the way down to the shore, freezing or below, teens in some places Tuesday morning, and it gets cold. And as we move on later in the week, now this is Friday morning, the 22nd. You can see rain coming across, but as it gets to the northeast, there's snow here right along the border. Some models have it actually a little further south. This is around rush hour. Snow, could be some freezing rain mixed in with it. And as it moves across, you can see it gets down here. It's about Route 80 going across here. This is around 10 o'clock at night, Friday night, next Friday night, and then moves off the coast. And then at the very end of it, it's colder, so there could be some freezing rain and sleet mixed in right along the shore in Long Island out this way. So don't think that it's not going to happen there. And then as we get into Sunday, This is Sunday morning around 7 o'clock. This is the 24th. You can see snow moving across the state, but nothing heavy as it moves away. How much snow are we going to have between now and? I'd say that if you're north of 80, you shouldn't have took the plows off. If you're south of 80, there's a storm that will follow this one into this 2 weeks from now, somewhere around the 27th, 28th, that has a chance that it could come a little bit further south. But I'd say the northern part of Pennsylvania, the higher elevations, could get some snow. Now, this is total between the beginning of this week coming up where it gets cold and there's some squalls to the end of next weekend. That's where it shows there. And let's see what happens if we move this out. Really, that doesn't show anything more. But there could be another low out here. And that was the one I showed you out this way. So we'll just have to wait and see. But again, I'd say if you're Philadelphia, I-95, even, Lancaster, going up towards Trenton, up towards New York City, it's going to take a lot for you to get some snow. And the ones that do get it, the good part about this is it's the end of March. It doesn't last very long. This next day, it mostly will melt away, and a couple days later, it's gone. But it's just see what happens. Again, I don't think snow's over with. I'm not trying to be a snow lover. I'm not trying to influence people to watch my website. I've been doing this for 8 years on here on the Facebook. Um, I'm done trying to impress people. I'm just trying to do my best. For you people that naysayers out there, you're entitled to your opinion, but why are you following? You're not going to get this unless you follow. So I don't understand unless you get your jollies out of insulting me. I don't know what it is. But this winter, I've had so many people berate me. It's unbelievable. And I started deleting some people because they get really foul in the message board that I read. And again, I try to answer. Some of you people ask me questions, and I usually answer them. If I get a message, if you're underneath the video, depends if I view it or not. If I'm going to answer your questions there, I don't necessarily always read the comments underneath it because I don't need it to ruin my day. Because really, I mean, there's 50 some thousand people that follow me. I probably only have a dozen or so that get mean, you know. So, I think I'm doing this for the other 54,000 people that appreciate the hard work that I put in. And we're down to about $50. I got one more donation yesterday, so we're down to about $50 to get to my goal. And again, don't donate if you don't have it. I'm only saying if you want to support the webpage. PBS goes on TV all the time and asks for donations and auctions and everything like that. And you don't donate if you don't want to. It's that simple. I do appreciate the people that follow and say nice things. I appreciate people that give me positive comments or at least constructive comments. They may don't have to agree with me, but as long as it's constructive and said in a nice way, I don't mind reading it. I'm learning. I thought yesterday's video that I did with the volcanoes and stuff like that, I actually put a lot of time into that. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't watch it, watch yesterday about volcanoes and underwater fissures. And another thing came up yesterday, right after I posted it, off the state of Washington, about 300 miles. They think that there's going to be a volcanic eruption out in the ocean there. They've had about 300, they're averaging 200 to 300, I think, mini trembles in a day, which means something's happening. And there's what they call fault line out there. And they think that there's also a volcano somewhere underneath the ocean there. It's at 33,000 feet or something like that. But they think something's going to erupt. So the whole thing, what it would affect, it would actually make the water really warm off the coast of the state of Washington, which would probably end up giving them a lot more rain. I don't think it's going to blow like the one at Tonga blew and affected the weather for the last couple of years, but that one's a little too deep. So, but I just thought it was interesting that I made a video about it, and then the same day that article came out. Okay, everybody be safe. And again, it's going to get colder. Northern PA, there could be some days northern part of the state of Pennsylvania where it doesn't get out of the 30s. And the southern part of the state, temperatures are probably in the 40s, may even touch low 50s next week. It's going to be chilly, and this is going to go on into the beginning of April before we actually start pulling out. That's it. Okay, everybody, take it easy, be safe out there, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.